Greetings again. Today we're going to be talking about the meeting management tool again, and we're going to specifically be dealing with the addition of topics and subtopics to the agenda. Let's recap on exactly what we've done so far. Initially, we discussed the logic of the meeting tool and how it works. We discussed how to create topics. These would be the main subjects that would be talked about at nearly every or the majority of meetings, and such as hazard reports, incidents and accidents, safety audits, safety cases, and the ERP. Then I've already discussed about how you create a meeting, and the next thing that we're going to discuss is now adding the topics to our safety meeting. That's our next part of our tutorial. So we're going to add a topic, and then we're going to add subtopics to that particular meeting, to that particular agenda item. Let's go through that. So to find our meeting tool, we can either go to element 2, open it up, and we can find view safety meetings, or we can go to eSMS tools. The fifth item down is create a meeting. Let's click create a meeting. That will take us back to our list of meetings. Here's our list of meetings. Let's identify the meeting that we want to click in. Here it is here, training tutorial, and we're going to click on agenda. This is the meeting that we've been working in. There's the details of all the meeting that we've set up so far. Here's some add agenda buttons and manage attendees. Item number 1 on our agenda list is meeting attendance list. I will deal with inviting attendees to the meeting on a later tutorial. First of all, we need to do is start adding topics to our agenda. Click on Add Agenda, and this window pops up. Now, from our topic list that we created in an earlier tutorial, there's a drop-down list. We'll use the drop-down list here. All those topics that we created will appear here. We'll now select the topic that we want. I'm going to, for the purpose of this particular example, I'm going to select welcome. Now I'm going to add the agenda content or subtopic that I've spoken about before. As an example, this time around we're just going to use a welcome speech by our fearless leader. Action by. This will be the person who is responsible for carrying out or discussing this particular product or this particular subtopic. In this particular instance, we're going to select the boss. Target close dates and actual close dates are actually optional items. Sometimes they're applicable, sometimes they're not. For a welcome speech, generally they are not applicable, so I'm just going to leave them blank. Down on the bottom right-hand corner, click on the Save button. And that's it. Your first topic is created. That will take us back to the meeting that we were working in. As you can see, our second agenda item, welcome, has been created in the meeting. We can see the subtopic, welcome speech by our fearless leader, who it will be dealt with, and the date it was updated. Also, there is no minutes in this yet because we haven't had the meeting yet, so we haven't added any minutes. Now for the next item. Let's create another agenda item. Again, our window pops up. Once it's loaded, I'm going to select the topic. For the next topic, I'm going to select hazard reports. Here it is here. Click. And the subtopic will be the hangar floor is slippery when wet. You can then select who is going to be responsible. Can be not applicable if you feel it's applicable, and this one we can possibly start allocating a target close by date if we want to at this particular point in time. So let's make it for the last Friday of the month, and again we go save. Again, this will take us back to the meeting tool, the meeting that we were actually working in, and we can see topic number 3 has been created, hazard reports. 3.1, the hangar floor is slippery when wet. I'm going to repeat this process for hazard reports a couple more times. Again, I go back to Add Agenda and our little pop-up. Once again, I'm going to select hazards from my drop-down list of topics which I created previously. I'm going to create the report, the hazard that I'm going to talk about next. We can say that that gentleman is in charge of it, and we can say that, well, possibly we'll give him a bit more time to sort out this problem because it's a little bit bigger, and we can click on Save again. As you can see, item number 3 is still there, hazard reports. 3.1 is still the hangar floor is slippery when wet. 3.2 is domestic animals have unrestricted access to a bush strip. I'm sure that's all something that you're quite familiar with. One more item just for the sake of the example, and our last hazard report that we're going to talk about at the moment at this particular meeting is hazard reports, and the last one will be passengers are not being weighed regularly, a common occurrence. And this one I will lead that particular discussion, and we will have some closeout by the end of the month, and again we go Save. And that takes us back to the meeting that we're working in one last time for this example. Agenda item number 3 is hazard reports, and there we've got our first one, our second one, and our third one. So our topic was hazard reports, and now it's our agenda item number 3, and the hazard reports, the subtopics are 3.1, 3.2, and 3.3. And so you continue to add your topics and your subtopics as you go through the system. If you find you've made an error on the agenda and the agenda item needs to be edited, click on the blue spanner. We've got 3 items there: edit agenda, delete agenda, add new minutes. Obviously, it's not meeting day yet, so we're not adding new minutes. We just click on edit agenda, and our pop-up window pops up again. Once it's loaded, it's very simple. We go in there, we edit the text that we don't want, add the text that we do want, change any people's names that may be applicable or dates, and we can click Save. In the next tutorial, we will discuss inviting attendees to your meeting. Till next time, thank you.